Well, here I am charging up a lithium cell. This is the current voltage. It's going through the 5-volt regulator coming off the batteries. I am using this meter as current limiting. And it is filling up. I overcharged one of them a little bit. These do not have protection in them. So just careful. Now just go ahead. I'm putting that to the battery right there, which is just putting the battery check in series. I had some more resistance, so there's 0.72 volt drop across the meter. This, of course, has fallen back a little, and we're pulling approximately 20 milliamps. So that should trickle charge that up. But I would be cautious, even though it's that limited, that much differential between this and that type of battery could cause a problem. So yeah, I think it's topped off, but hold on. Okay, we're back. So yeah, just kind of a little crazy setup, but I think this one will be pretty much about ready. And yeah, I'm using 2 meters. So. Not easy one-handed like. Hold on. Yeah. This one I think's about topped off. Okay. That ended up getting pulled out, so put that back in. Yeah. Though these probes are by no means secure, so. Alright, that one is still, it's charged, but it could use a little more. Okay. We got a good connection there. There we go. It's like, what's going on? 25. Yeah, everything's just loose here. Let's go ahead and peg it a bit. Or we could be a little mean, a little naughty. Just a wee bit. Yeah. Yeah, this is tied together, so it's gonna really throw some current at it. But just keeping an eye on the overall voltage, it should be okay. These are touching good. There's no loose coupling or anything like that. And this is not the way to charge one of these, is that kind of hardcore hit, but there we go. But it works. And as this starts to heat up, these regulators, it's gonna, of course, they'll limit the current more themselves. It just happens that way. That's almost up to 4.1 now. That's, but then of course that's just, if we just float it now, it goes down. It's just build up on the plates, as you can tell. But then we just go ahead and throw it hard. As you can tell, the current's already dropping there, so. And that might be due to the voltage of the battery going up too, but let's see. Oop. Give it a minute. Okay, it's been a few moments, and you can tell that this is going down. Voltage is high, and there's that. Hold on. It's about to turn off on me. And so you could tell that's dropping. Look at that. Okay, so that's coming up. Tell that's climbing. Fan is actually cooling it down enough. It's came up some. We are hard charging the top end of this thing. So I have to turn that off and just. Oh. There it goes. Get in your auto range. No, it's still climbing. Look at that. I will say that, and I'm going to say this, though this has true RMS for AC, I like this one better. It really is more sturdy than this thing. However, this reads lower voltage better on DC than this is more accurate. So, take your pick. I mean, it's cheap. What can you expect? Capacitance, inductance, multimeter with capacitance, and everything else with the battery testing it. Look at that. Yeah. I'd say it's pretty good. It's climbing. Sorry about the background noise. I have an air purifier on, so yeah. Now they're touchable. Where they were just like, too hot. Yeah, we'll pull this up, see where it goes. I think it's okay. So we'll go ahead here. We're going to switch it over to this. That's still a lot, but yeah. I don't even need this now. Put it back in the window. Get some of its sun. So. But anyway, I almost say it's pretty much good enough. I mean, you don't have to top these off or anything like that, but yeah. I think 4 volts will be good for this. 404, 405 will be just fine. Well, really, it's going to be more like 4, but not going to get that much more out of it. So, and these are just pretty much about topped off. This is just kind of an experiment. I mean, it's dangerous and stuff because we're putting, you know, more voltage than what these things are designed for. But Ohm's law is you got to have a little bit higher voltage for a given resistance to have any kind of current flow. So, you know, take your pick. I could probably come up with a 4.1 volt power supply and just get up to 4.1, and it would just top to that point and you wouldn't go anywhere. So anyway, that's about it. And there's a failure over there. Let me explain a little bit of the failure on this one, because this was a drastic failure on my part. This was an oversight that I really didn't. Yeah. Okay, it's capacitive dropper. Half wave rectified. But there's a problem here that's occurring, and it's actually through these diodes and these capacitors. I'm getting 340 volts out of that using a 5 volt regulator here, and I'm stepping it down through another diode right here, and I'm filtering it that section. But anyway, I was talking with my dad. He's a probably one of the smartest people when it comes to things like this. 40 to 45 volts limit on that. And because I was getting 9 volts out, yeah, I overdid that by quite a lot. So probably what I'll do when I make another, because it's big beefy caps like this, little Zener is not going to tolerate that. At least I don't think it'll tolerate that. I don't know, I might check that. I'll have to look at the ratings of my Zeners, what they can do, but these 1N4004s, they handle this perfectly. I may have to make a resistor network to kind of hush that down, but that's a topic for another day. So, but we'll see what happens in the future. May make something else like that that'll actually work. And with the drop of the diode, I'll be able to charge these. There's no problem. It's just projects. I mean, for practicality, who's gonna do this kind of thing? I mean, come on. That's a long effort to go for charging batteries. This will be in a video at some point too. This is neat. I'm going to show you some stuff with it later, but not today. And I might also show off some of my Mitas. This is a homemade AAA battery tester. You know, a few little projects like that. Maybe even, I don't know if I'll show this thing off or not, but, you know, come to that later. But anyway, a few things go on around here. A little crazy. You can kind of guess. It doesn't take long to realize, oh, this might be a little bit crazy place. So, yeah. So anyway, I'll see you later.